Well, hey guys, I'm back. I have braided my hair. As you might have saw in the last video, I did a big chop, decided to cut all my hair off and start all over again. So I am applying my unit, and I am applying right now some Bold Hold skin protector. So this is the unit that I made. I can't remember the specs on this unit. I think the hair is 24 inches. I can't remember, but anyway, this is a unit that I made for myself. Because I'm trying to wear protective styles to leave my hair alone for a while. So I'm trying to kind of lay off of the sew-ins. So I made a few units just so that I can kind of switch them up. So here I'm just cutting off some of that long lace, but I'm going to go back in and cut the lace some more. So here I am just adjusting the lace as to where I want the hairline to be, and I'm pushing some of that hair back that I plucked. So I'm pushing some of that back, and if you guys want to see the video where I actually customize this wig, just let me know, and I'll go ahead and edit that and post that as well. But I'm just spraying some hairspray to push all of the hair back, because I'm going to adhere this unit, so I don't want to get any unwanted hairs in the way. So I'm just pushing that stuff out of my way so that I can see a little bit better and see what the lace is, because I'm going to be cutting that lace a little closer to the hairline to make it look a little more realistic. So I'm flipping it back because I'm going to adhere it, and I'm using the Ebon lace glue, and this is a lace glue I found in my local beauty supply store, and it is really good. It actually works very, very well with my skin. I have issues with lace glue, meaning that it doesn't work because I have oily skin, but this one works really, really good. When I put it on, it normally lasts for about a week, sometimes 2 weeks. That's a long time for me, guys, because glue does not really take because of my skin, because I have oily skin, and also I'm going through the change, so I'm going through menopause, so I get hot, and glues just don't really adhere on my skin because of that. And I guess that can be a good thing too, because I don't have any issues with, hair loss or anything like that, or irritation. But this one seems to be working pretty good. I do like it, and it's very inexpensive. So I'm just applying a very thin layer. As you can see, I'm applying that in front of my hairline, so it's actually on my skin, it is not on my hair. So that's the way that I apply my lace adhesive. When I do use adhesive, I put it on the skin, I put it in front of my hairline, and I put a very thin layer. So I only did one layer, and I let that dry clear. And as you can see, I still have a lot of lace there, pretty much a lot of lace still left. I'm going to cut that lace back, but I'm just using it to help me pull the unit into the hairline, into the glue. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just pulling that hairline into the glue where I want it. And now I'm taking the end of that comb there, and I'm just pressing it down. I'm pressing the lace into the actual glue to help it adhere, because that's what you want. The purpose of the lace is for the lace to be on your skin. So that's what I'm doing here, guys, and I'm just pushing it in. And then I'm going to go in with a comb and actually just kind of push that lace down into that glue, so that it can definitely be as flat as possible. And I'm pushing the hair back too, because I don't want the hair in the glue. And as I stated, I only use one thin layer, which is all I really need. Like I said, this glue does pretty good, and one layer seems to be enough, because I'm probably only going to have the unit on for a couple of weeks. So now I'm going in with a razor. This is a razor that you use for your eyebrows, and I can get in really close with this razor. As you can see, I tried to zoom in a little bit more so you can see where I'm cutting the lace. So I'm cutting as close as possible to the hairline to get all that excess lace off, because we don't want all that lace, so we want to cut that back. So I'm cutting the lace back, and I'm not cutting in a straight line. I'm cutting it in a jagged. That's why I like the razor, because it can cut it jagged. However, it's not like straight across. I'm kind of cutting it in the shape of my hairline. So that also helps with the illusion with the lace as well. You don't want it to have a circular cut. You want to kind of have dips and flows with the cut of the lace, because you don't want it to look like a straight line, because even if someone happens to glance and see a little bit of your lace, you know, it kind of throws them off because it's not like a straight line that they're seeing. So yeah, so you kind of want to cut it in the shape of your hairline. Please don't cut it just in that, you know, U shape across your face. So that's what I'm doing there, and I'm just looking to see if there's any additional lace that I need to cut back. So I'm just doing a little cleanup. And I really like this little eyebrow razor. It's a little bit smaller than the other ones, and I like this one because I can get real close with it. I can't remember where I got it from. I probably got it from Amazon. So I'm just going in doing a little cleanup. And as I said, this is a great way to make your lace look a little more natural looking. And like I said, if you guys want the video of me showing how I pluck the hairs and stuff in this frontal, just let me know. So now I'm going to go in with some Ebin lace melt spray, and it's the same company as the lace glue. And the purpose of me using this is just to kind of help to melt the lace in at the very tip where it meets the skin. And I'm not using a lot, I'm just using a little bit. And as you can see, once I spray it, I take my fingers and kind of spread it around. So the purpose of me doing that is just to help that piece of lace that meets the skin that maybe doesn't have glue, because remember, I lifted up to cut the lace back with the razor. So that part doesn't really have glue on it. So I'm just using this to kind of reinforce that and to push that down into the skin. Now, just keep in mind, if you happen to use this stuff, it will make it a little bit hard, a little bit stiff. So just keep that in mind when using this. Don't use a lot because you don't want it to be too stiff. So now I'm going to tie my hair down, or tie the lace down with the lace band, and I'm going to tie that down for about an hour or so, so that lace can melt and it can have that pressure from that band, so that it can actually be as flat as possible, which is what they mean by melting the lace. So while that's doing that, I'm just doing a little touch up here. I'm going into my parting, adding a little makeup in the parting there, just to define the part a little bit. I did not color this unit. The only thing that I did with this unit was I did bleach the knots on the frontal. I did not color it. This is the first unit that I actually have, guys, that I have never colored or did anything to other than just bleaching the knots on it. I felt like I would try to wear the natural color. So now I'm just blending out that makeup into the actual hairline in the front, because you don't want to leave that line of demarcation. So here I am all glammed up. I got my makeup and stuff on. I've had my lace band on for about an hour. As you can see, that lace is melted, but we're not done. We need to add a little makeup around the edges just to make sure it's blended in completely with my face. My face has no makeup, so I need to make sure that, you know, the lace has a little makeup there. And now I'm going to go in and add a couple of wispies or baby hairs or adult hairs or whatever you want to call them. But this does help to kind of break up the hairline a little bit. I don't go crazy with these baby hairs or whatever you want to call them. I do like them. I mean, my natural hair, I do my natural hair this way, so it only makes sense that I would do the unit this way. So I'm just grabbing a few pieces of hair and I'm going to use them as my wispies, and this kind of helps to also conceal that line between the lace and your skin. So this helps to give that illusion and to trick the eye a little bit, you know. Just don't make them too thick, guys. That's one thing I've noticed. I know a lot of young people like them thick, but you know, I prefer it not to be as thick. So when we do it, you know, I like it to be a little bit on the thin side. So I'm using a little bit of the Bold Hold Lace Jelly, and that's to help with shaping the baby hairs or the wispies or whatever you want to call them, to give me a little more control with it. And it's also, you know, it's kind of like a holding gel, so that will stay that way for literally, wow, it'll stay that way for a week or so if I don't comb it out. So if you really like for your baby hairs to be defined, this lace jelly is great for that. And it's also great to help with concealing the lace, because it kind of fills in the lace grids, which is very helpful. even if you don't do baby hairs. You know, if you want to just put a little lace jelly around your lace, just a little bit, not a lot, a very little goes a long way. It really does help to fill in those the holes, which helps to conceal the lace. So here I'm just doing the same thing. I'm just adding a couple of a little twirls on the side, or baby hairs or whatever on the other side here. So yeah, just to duplicate the other side of my hairline. And like I said, guys, I don't like them too thick, but this does help with concealing that line of demarcation with the lace and tricking the eye a little bit. But just don't go crazy with them, okay? Well, I mean, if you want to, you can. I mean, it's only hair. I mean, it's not like it's that deep, it's just hair. So here I'm just thinning them out a little bit and shaping it a little bit. So now I'm just going back in with that ebony spray, and I really didn't have to do that, but just reinforcing the lace again, just to make sure that the lace is laying down. But like I said, guys, if you use too much of this stuff, it will make it hard, so be careful with that. So just use it sparingly, okay? So I'm tying it down again, and now I'm going in with a cool blow dryer, just going across the hairline a little bit to dry that lace jelly, and also to dry that lace melt spray. And this is just the final touch. So this is what it looks like, guys. I hope you like it. If you want to see the makeup tutorial, let me know and I'll post it. If you want to see how I customize the wig, let me know. I'll post it. Have a great one. Happy holidays.